During the month of October, close to my heart has had a real focus on this stamp set, Punny Pals. So there's all these little tiny wee animals. Actually, I can show you this cute little dog. Okay? So you can see, like really see the size of it. He's little, you know, not a lot bigger than your thumb really. Well, two thumbs, two fingers, yeah. So there's little wee cute little critters with little sayings that go with them. You can stamp the sayings separately. Yeah, stamp them separate from the animals, and so you can use them or not use them. You can change it up however you like. So I thought it was time I got in on the action with the Punny Pals and tried out this technique. It's so honestly really clever. I think this is very clever. So I've taped my large circle in place, and now what I'm going to do is find my pencil, which honestly I had. Right, here it is. Okay, so this is actually the thin cut for that little dog. So the thin cuts are available this month. They're a special this month. So if you love the Punny Pals and you want to make them super easy to cut out, you can get the stamps all year, right through to next July. But the Punny Pal thin cuts are just really short term. So do get in touch soon. Now I'm laying him on there. What I'm going to end up with is partial cut. So I'm making a mark here on the on this next to the circle where those two thin cuts intersected when I laid the dog on there. Now the next thing you want to do is bring up your two plates from your Cuttlebug. Okay, now I guess you probably can't see those little pencil marks, but what I want to do with some washi tape is our friend, fabulous washi tape. You want those two pencil marks to be at the bottom or just below the bottom of your board. So use your pencil to see whether I'm lining that along the bottom of the boards, the plates as we call them, and I can see my pencil marks just below. Okay, so it just actually makes it slightly on an angle the way that I laid the dog in place. Oh, I think I just moved it. Yep. Okay, and then take a bit of washi. I'll just check that again. Yeah, that's great. So you want to be able to see those pencil marks so that when you do your partial cut of the circle, you don't cut too far around. Okay. Anyway, when you try this a couple times, it really makes sense. So tape that in place. Okay. Bring over the Cuttlebug. And hey, if you haven't got one of these, come see me. Come to my class next Tuesday evening. That's the 31st. So that's the very last day of October that you'll be able to actually order these thin cuts. Not the circles. The circles are standard, right? But the Punny Pals. Now you need to have these two. I need to get through too far. The plates lined up. So see, this bit of the circle is sticking out below. So that part won't cut. The part that's sticking out below won't cut. Okay, so that's why it's called a partial cut, because it cuts this part of the circle. Clever, eh? Okay, here we go. Now, here's where the magic begins. I'll just pop that aside. Don't take off the tape that is on the holding the piece of white cardstock to the mat, because you want to keep it in the same place. You can lay the circle aside, bring back in your little Punny Pal, little dog. Now, just reuse that bit of tape and just tape him in place, okay? And now if you hear a racket in the background, hopefully the saw won't go off, but the builder's working on the kitchen. So, you know, it's a bit of noise around here. Okay, bring back your Cuttlebug, pop them in place, top plate as well. Sorry, totally blocking your view there. Okay, make sure everything's lined up. And crank that through. Move the Cuttlebug aside. Start taking it all apart now. Okay, remove all the washi. I'll just actually lift it. I can lift it off the plates now because all the cutting is done for there. Okay, take this washi off. The washi should come off, no problem. The only time, if you've used your washi too many times, you might find it might pull at the surface of the white cardstock. Okay, I just want to get a hold of that last bit of washi, pop that aside. Okay, so there is my circle, which will actually pop right out. Keep that for a little bit of stamping. But there is the top of my dog. Now, here comes a really little cute bit, just to show you exactly what I've got here. I've got the dog stamp ready to go. Am I in camera? It's always good to, yeah, okay. Here he goes. So there he is. Okay, now I'm going to come back later and show you the rest of the project.